Hello, everybody. Put a one in the chat if you can hear me okay? Put a one in the chat if you can hear me okay? If you can hear me, put one. All right. Tayon says she can hear me. All right. She can hear me. So I'm assuming that if she can hear me, then everybody else can hear me as well. Awesome. Okay. Great, 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 great. I'm excited because week 4, it's time to get into it, because today what we are going to be starting with is that we are going to we're going to get social. Everybody type in the comment chat, get social. Okay. You have had 3 weeks. Within that 3 weeks, you already know who you're talking to. You already have a particular item that you're going to be positioning to your clients, and you should already have whatever the problem that you solve for them, you have that. Okay. If some of you are behind with that, we do have open office hours, which are on Friday from 5:30 to 6:30. From 5:30 to 6:30, that's where I come online on. And some of you, I've only had like 2 people who actually took advantage of that, where we came on Zoom. And office hours is where, if you didn't get something from that week in class, I provide you that opportunity. You can ask me anything. Okay. Ask me anything, ask me to show you anything, whatever the case may be, and we'll apply it and we'll do it so you can actually learn how to do it. Right. Because I know sometimes I can go a little fast in here, but it's really to get that content out. But the goal every week, something that I teach you, I want you to implement it. I want you to go in and implement, because if you don't implement, then you're just consuming information. And I don't want y'all to be consumers. I want you guys to be producers. Okay. I want you to go out and produce. I want you to go out in the marketplace, get your hands dirty, get your hands to working. I am a believer that if you get your hands to working, things will begin to happen for you. Okay. Because the scripture says that, guess what? God will bless the works of our hand, but God can't bless no hands that ain't working. Okay. He can't bless any hands that working. So I want to start off by celebrating some wins. I know some of you guys, I've got a lot of emails, a lot of texts, and you guys are saying, I can't wait till I want to share. I want to share. So I'm going to give you the opportunity right now, no matter how small or how big you think it is. I was telling somebody today, every win is a win, because they said, Crystal, I got a small win. I said, stop calling your win small. You start accomplishing, you start celebrating every win. I don't care how small it might be to you or how big it might be to you, but you celebrate it, because we have to learn. Stop diminishing what you're doing, because you are closer to your destiny. You are closer to getting that breakthrough that you need in your life by making those steps. So if anybody would like to share any wins, you can go ahead, come off of mute, and let us hear some of those wins that you have been having this week. Ain't nobody got no wins to share. Hold on, is the persons on here that told me they had some wins? Oh no, they not. They're not on here. They not on here yet. But all right. So we're gonna keep chugging along. We're gonna keep chugging this thing forward. Okay. Well, if y'all do have wins, y'all want to share them later, just say, I'm here, I'm ready to share. So I know that you're ready to you are ready to share your win. Okay. So this week it's time to get social. Okay. Getting part of getting social is that you're going to need social media. Right? Because that is the new way of advertising, ladies and gentlemen. That's the new way of marketing. Okay. Old school way, we used to go to the mailbox, get us what they call a EDDM route or whatever. You'll pay maybe it used to be like $100 and something depending on the location that you want to, where you will print those flyers and you'll put it in the mailbox, and then the mailbox would distribute them to all the areas, and then you would hope somebody would not scan your postcard, but you hope that they would call your number, etc., to get that sale and show that interest, right? But how many of you know that's old school? Can it work? Depending on, it can work, but however, that's not the most effective way, and that's not the most effective way to use your money to get that out there, right? In order for somebody to know that you exist, they have to be able to see you. And the main thing a lot of people always tell me when it comes to content creation is that, Chris, I don't have the time to do it. I don't get it. This technology is overwhelming. It is just hard, right? And I'm like, okay, so there's two ways that you can do this. We have something that the previous generation they didn't have. We have AI, okay? And AI can literally, some people say, I can't make a flyer. It's gonna take me forever. It's gonna take me forever to learn how to do Canva. Well, it's AI for that. Only thing you have to have only thing you literally have to have now is an idea. And I'm going to share an application that's going to do that for you. Not only do you just have to have an idea, like I said, Chat GPT, as y'all have been seeing across the social media, it has dropped an amazing update. It's still a little slow to me, but it has dropped an amazing update. Okay. And I'm gonna share something with you guys as well that I actually just did here, and I did it today in ChatGPT. So I'm going to share it with you, and I thought it was really cool. And then we're into socials. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen real quick. Screens, where it is? Okay, share sound, optimize. All right, so check this out. Okay. Tonight, creators, we are going to create content for the next 20 days. And guess what? I am going to show you how to use this with your phone and put it on social media. Literally, guess what? I know some of y'all got enough time in the world to do this, and I'm going to drop my plug tonight and show you how to train a VA to create your content for less than $7 per hour. See y'all at 6 through 7. And I throw y'all up, and it all starts right now. See y'all at 6. Yeah, I literally did this promotions in less than 2 minutes using AI. All right. Isn't that really cool? Now, it's not the most, for example, it's not the most perfect thing or whatever, but I did that because I was playing with my voice tool just to kind of show you too. People like that too, because when they see it, they be like, dang, she did that. I don't know how to animate. I dang sure don't know how to draw. I don't know how to draw. But my idea was this. I know what keeps people engaged. This is something that I can actually use on the advertise on sharing my social media. That's under 67. That's under 60 seconds. I want you guys to write auction in the comment section for me. Write the word auction. Okay. I had you to write the word auction because when it comes to like Facebook, when it comes to Facebook ads and different things like that, everything is based on an auction. If something is under 60 seconds, it's going to cost you less money. If something is over 60 seconds, then it's going to cost you more money. Okay. Because that's a longer amount of time to have to keep people attention. So something real quick like this, giving some tips, giving some advice, whether you do it in a character style, whether you're doing your own personal style, however, whether it's just a picture of you saying something and AI handles it all for you. Okay. However that you want to actually do that, you're able actually to do that in less than 20 seconds without having any type of things. Okay. So when you guys signed up, everybody who are my newbies here and some of my experienced ones, y'all already know what it is. But all my newbies, you got 4 months free to sign up with the Creative Space Academy. And today we're going to set up our social medias. But I want to make sure that everybody on here, that you're able to log into the dashboard. Okay. I'm gonna put the Creative Space Academy.com. Hold on. Oops, meeting group. Okay. I'm going to have that in there. All right. Put a 1 in the chat if you are able to just log into your dashboard. Put a 1 inside the chat that if you, it was auction, AUCT. Okay. Tayon, you was able to log in. Okay. I know Cora, she's able to log in. Carolyn is able to log in. Shakeem is able to log in. Cora is able to log in. Audria, she's able to log in. Miss Becky, were you able to log in? I think I seen you signed up for the CRM there. Were you able to log into your account there? Okay. I hope you're able to log into your account. If not, just stay on later and we'll make sure that you get logged into it. Okay. Now I'm going to share my screen with you guys, with you all as well. Okay. So when I wanted to show you as well, when you come over here and as you see, I started with Chat GPT, right? I took a screenshot. This is literally what I did, ladies and gentlemen. I took a screenshot, and this is just a screenshot from my phone, right? And I said, turn this picture into a Boondock character. No special, no special prompting and all that good stuff like that. I'm talking to him like I'm having a normal conversation. Then he created me Fat Albert. And I'm like, no, that don't look like Crystal. So that's when I told it. I said, hey, can you make her face a little slimmer with gray streaks in her hair? Right? And and what it did, because I had stopped it, that's why I just like that. And what it did, I said, make her face slimmer and her looking at the camera. She has dark green eyes, right? Because I be wearing green contacts. And so here we go. I liked it that looked a little more like myself, etc. I mean, she real skinny, so I should have put a little, but this would work. I'm like, this is cute, right? It's believable. So then I said, can you have her same features, same style, and she's holding the phone. Then it gave me old looking Crystal, and I was like, no, no, sir, no, ma'am, no, that don't look like Lady Hale. That does not look like her at all. Okay. And I reloaded the picture so the AI would know, no, I need her looking like this. Okay. And I said, now can you have her looking like this image and the phone? And the phone, you can see that she's on her Facebook page, right? And so there she go. It remembered how the image looked, okay? And it put this where she's looking like she's on Facebook or something, right? So then I said, I want you to switch it. I want you to switch the image. And I said, then have her in another image, sitting down on a computer outside on her laptop on a site hiring virtual assistants. And there you go. Okay. It still kind of kept the features, still kind of kept what I had going on. It had, the little thing right there. From there, I said, create her inside of a black Ford Taurus looking out. The winding, talking. Laura's supposed to say window talking. Mm-mm-mm. And so it gave me how I halfway copied this. It gave me her, and I was like, no. She like, she like she trying to get in the car or something. And then I said, can you have her sitting in the car? And bam, it gave me that image right there of her sitting in the car. And I could have told, it, can you make the car seats black leather? Okay, just for example, because my seats are black leather. Can you make the car seat black leather and a sunroof top? Okay, and I can tell it that, and then Chat GPT again when it's creating these images, y'all. Sometimes it take a little longer, in my opinion. So what I did there was, of course, I downloaded the images that I want. So I did this one, and then I did this one. Okay. From there, this is a new app. Well, it's not necessarily new. It's been out. Let me move this. It's been out for a while. Okay. And this app right here is called Hedra. Hedra. Hedra.com. It do let you try it for free. But however, it let you turn images, pictures, all that good stuff into talking stuff. Okay. And basically you can give it some prompts, right? Like it's Hedra character 3, and it can show some of the ways.
Introducing Hedra Studio and Character 3.
The most powerful omnimodal Gen AI model in the world.
Featuring full body expression,
emotional control,
and dynamic environments.
From our world
to the next. Tell your story with all of the leading image, audio, and video models at your command.
Your new all-in-one creation platform.
Hedra Studio and Character 3. Available today at Hedra.com.
Y'all see that? Hold on. Y'all see that? That's crazy work. I'm like, when I sent y'all, I was like, nah, it can't do that. And so let me go back over here and I'm gonna show y'all what I did, and we're gonna get into this social. It was just so cool to me. All right. So I went into Hedra, and what I did into Hedra, I pretty much I told it exactly what I want. Okay, the text prompt, she is driving looking happy. Once I did that, I put my voice in there, okay? And my voice, because I was in class, I just upload like here, you literally just upload the image, and right here, you can record audio. Like I could record an audio with my mouth, or I can upload audio that I had already created. If you took AI Fest, okay, there's an app called let me see, let me get the link to it. It's called Play.ht, and this is way better in my opinion than like 11 labs or something like that. And what you do here in Play HT, you record your voice for 30 seconds and it mimics it. But not only that, it gives you a lot of different voices that you can play with or play from. This can be a great business for some of you guys because guess what? People don't know how to clone their voice. And the only thing you need is 30 seconds of a voice and you can clone their voice. So people might want their book interpreted or they book to audio book. It has a thing where it's able to do that. So basically what I did was I'm able to come in here and choose what type of voice that I want. So I can use like my voice right here. Let me see. Cora is in here. So we're gonna use Cora voice. All right. So I'm just gonna say create new file and I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna go to Cora's voice, right? Because she let me play with her voice one time. And I'm gonna say confirm, and it's gonna say, hey creators, listen, if you're not in class tonight, you are missing out. Why? Because BECAUSE, Lady Hell is putting us on game. Literally. Okay. Now you can make up something or you can go in ChatGPT and ask it to write your script and it'll do that for you. Okay. But I can generate a voice, right? Once I have generated the voice, it normally it take like maybe 10 seconds, less than 10 seconds. See? And I can say play.
Hey creatives, listen, if you're not in class tonight, you are missing out. Why? Because Lady Hell is putting us on game literally.
Okay? That sound like Cora. You would thought that was Cora over there talking. And once I have did the video to how I like, right? I'm gonna come over here and now, well, that's me, Lady Hell, in the car. Okay, so Cora gonna be Lady Hell tonight because I didn't put a picture of Cora in there. All right, I might have to buy some more minutes because I think I'm almost out of minutes or whatever. So I bring my image in here. So I got the image. Okay, that's what and then I come over here as well, and I'm gonna upload. The script. It's just a little 9-second script. Okay. And then I'm gonna say add to video, and then I'm gonna say just send. Okay. So it tells me do not close my browser during this process because it's preparing to generate my video, and it does take a little credit for it to do it. Typically, I should put it in a YouTube thing or whatever, and I didn't. But once it has started processing, it don't even take that long for real for it to do it. It'll let you know how long that is take processing. We're gonna let that process. But once it has processed, that's when it's gonna literally animate everything for you. Okay. And so now we have the ChatGPT made the character for us. We described what we want. The reason I personally do maybe a couple of different types of angles is because when people are looking at that, they get bored when they just see someone doing one thing. And so you can have multiple cuts. And basically I just brought it into, as you see right here, I have the same video with with different stuff, right? And if I wanted to add like on these different things, a basic and a basic like what you call that thing? Uh not there you go. Like uh in okay, like fade, right? With your I can put a fade here, I can put a you how to there. Okay. So it's basic because however you want to do that, you can put those type you can put any type of thing that you want on there, okay? And that's the beautiful thing about, CapCut. Obviously this would be kind of lame, but I'm just showing you just something different. Tonight creators, y'all see that and y'all see how it came out? Tonight creators, we are going to create content for the next 20 days and get we got the little stuff and you can just open CapCut, exit and export it, and then it is and then from there it is ready to go. Okay. So now that our video is ready, okay. I just want to make sure, yeah, y'all can hear my sound. Cool. All right, cool. So now I had used Cohort voice on my animated character, and this how it is. Look.
Hey creatives, listen if you're not in class tonight, you are missing out. Why? Because Lady Hell is putting us on game literally.
Okay. Now, I could have personally recorded my own self and I could have, I could have said something real, real easy or something like that. But I just wanted to show you, that concept and how that look. Do anybody before we continue to move on, do anybody have any questions about that? I told y'all I was gonna show y'all how to do that tonight. So I wanted to make sure that I feel on my promise and literally show you guys how to do that. Okay.
I have a, are we putting our questions in the chat or are we speaking?
Yeah, you can go ahead. You can speak your question.
Okay. Okay. My, I had an issue, so I was kicked out or something in the system put me out. Wanted to know, is CapCut part of your system or is it something you were recommending? Is it part of the C?
No, CapCut is not a part of the CRM. That is a video editing software. It is free. Some of the advanced features in CapCut, they are I think it's costs like $10 a month or something like that for some of the advanced features, but most of the basic stuff that you would need to create something like that is absolutely free in CapCut. And you can
So when you were
go ahead.
So when you were talking about credits, so it's a certain amount of credits that you get with the free account monthly, or how does?
Yes, ma'am. So with a lot of the AI, they have credits. Some stuff is free, but they only give you a certain amount of credits that you can use for free, right? Because the objective in the free stuff is really for you to try it out. But if you're going to be using it for commercial stuff or whatever, you might have to pay the little premium. So it might be 10, like I think this is $10. Hedra costs $10 a month, right? And it gives you all the commercial credit. She said, "How do we get CapCut?" I got you. I'm finna tell you. Yeah, Chat GPT, that's free. But if you want the plus stuff, I think the plus version of Chat GPT is like $20 or whatever. So it's like that. But Chat GPT, you only get a certain amount of prompts per hour, but they actually give you of a lot of prompts. I do have the premium account on Chat GPT. I don't have that $200 account because they not getting my $200, but they get yes. We'll have the replay for you, Alicia, on that as well. Okay. So that's how you go in. That's how you create that's how you go and you create that. Now somebody asked me for what was that? How do we get CapCut? CapCut is absolutely free. I'm gonna put the link in the description there. Okay. CapCut, you go to capcut.com. Okay. You go to capcut.com. I'm going to put the link in the description there. So that's if you want to edit. I got you, Alicia. We'll get you caught up. All right. We'll get, sorry. CapCut, that's what I use for editing. But as you see, just straight out the gate, it actually looks pretty cool. And the other side where you can clone the voices, and like I said, they also have a certain amount of credits that you get on the free account, which is play.ht. Let me make sure that's right. I sent it in y'all email. play.ht. So play.ht is the actual is the actual thing is the actual thing for that. Okay. So I'm gonna share my screen again. All right, and most of you should have access to your dashboard. If you don't have access to your dashboard, just stay on afterwards. We'll make sure that if you're having any issues or anything like that, that you get into it. Okay. So this is the dashboard that we're gonna go inside. Okay, which is the Create Space Academy, Creative Space Academy.com. All right. So once you go in there, your thing kind of look like mine, but just a little bit different. I'm gonna log in to my regular account there because I was on the back end. Okay. So here we go. You'll come up. What you're gonna do, you're gonna go to the side and you're gonna see a place right here that's going to say, what is it going to say? I think it's under marketing. Marketing. Yes. It's under marketing. Under the marketing tab, ladies and gentlemen, is where you are going to find your social media planner. Okay. You can post to as many social media that you have access to. Okay. Some of you, when you start, it will be empty. Let me go to an empty account real quick so I could so it'll look like yeah, okay, the creative demo. Okay. So many of you, y'all's will be empty just like this. Okay. And you'll see it where it's going to give you the step one, which is to manage your social media accounts. Okay. So you no longer need those tools. You no longer need any type of social management tool because we give you all of this in one place with the analytics and all that good stuff for absolutely that's included in your membership. Okay. So here you're able to connect your Facebook. In order to connect your Facebook, you cannot connect a personal account. It has to be a business account. Inside of your dashboards in week 4, I put a little video in there showing you how to go. And if you don't have a Facebook business page, there's a video inside your dashboard where you can go watch that, follow along, and you'll be able to create your Facebook business page. And you are going to need a business page. If you do not have one, you're going to need one because when we get to week 8, that last week, or week 7, which one of them, that's when we're gonna run an ad. Okay, and I'm going to show you how to run a real basic ad and stuff like that. But you're going to need that business page. So you'll just connect to Facebook. Some of you might have to log in, might put your password in, whatever, but it is going to ask you, hey, what accounts do you want to add? Okay. And let's say, okay, I want to add Crystal this one. Okay. So I could add this one. Let's say I have another account, however many accounts. Maybe I'm the manager of somebody else's account. Like I'll put one in. Okay. That's a page that I manage. So I can add that account. All right. And so however many accounts, there's no limits on there. I can add that. So if I'm managing somebody else's account, then I can add their accounts because I manage it. And so I'm able to post to their social medias. That's also a business, ladies and gentlemen, because do you not know people will pay you to post on social media? And guess what? You don't even have to do it. And we're going to get into that as we get to the last part of class. Then I say, okay, I want to connect. I want to do my Instagram. You need to make sure that your Instagram is also in a business page. As long as your Instagram is in a business page, you're going to have a Facebook page in order to link your Instagram page. And in the dashboard, I have a video showing you guys how to do that. And basically, again, you'll log into Meta, and it's going to ask you which Instagram accounts do you want to manage. So anyone where you are a managing person and you manage that it's going to show you those accounts. So let's say, okay, I'm doing one Jen, I'm doing Creative Space, I'm doing Lady Hale. Yeah, I'll just do, okay. So now I got all my Facebooks that I manage together. I got all my Instagrams that I manage together. If I need to connect my Google My Business profile, I'll be able to connect that. I'm not gonna do that today because my Google My Business is connected to something else. If I wanted to do my LinkedIn, right? I just sign into my LinkedIn, right? And on my LinkedIn, it's going to be connected. It's going to ask me, hey, what profiles and pages? I want to add my Crystal Hell page. I want to add my CA Social Marketing and PR firm. page because I have a business page on LinkedIn as well. If I want to connect to TikTok, I just have to make sure that I'm logged into TikTok. And so I got to tell it, is this an individual account or if this is a business account? So I'm like, okay, this is, well, now I'm on my son's page, so I don't want to connect it. But just make sure when you're logged in, you just logged into the right TikTok account and then it'll add it, it'll add it for you. Okay. The next thing I say, okay, now I need to connect my YouTube. So now I'm able to go into YouTube and I'm able to pick the brand that I want to manage. Okay. So let's say I wanted to manage this one. Okay, great. Which YouTube? Okay, I got the ad. Let me add that. And my channel is already verified, so it knows who I am. If I want to connect another YouTube page and I want to use the same thing, and let's say this time I'm gonna connect. Am I connected to 1Gen? Yeah, 1Gen. On here, I'm gonna say connect, and then I'm gonna say continue, and it's going, and then again, it's gonna find my channel. That my channel is a verified channel right there, and it's going to add my church channel right there. Okay, so if I want to connect to Pinterest, a lot of people sleep on Pinterest, but don't sleep on Pinterest because you can get some pretty things on there. You do the same thing. You just press connect, and then it'll connect it to your Pinterest. Another thing we have in here for those of you, we have communities. Okay, so if you have a particular community that you post into, so those of y'all who have your own communities and whatnot through our system, you can actually connect. It'll tell you search for one. Obviously, I don't have one created on here, so it's not gonna come up. But if you have a community, you can actually post to your community inside the app, inside the social media poster. That's what makes this thing so amazing. So once I do that, I got everything connected. Now it's like, yo, then your screen will look like this. Okay. I'm gonna go back to the Creative Space Academy. So then you can see how I do have mine connected to my group. So if I wanted to go into the hub or whatever, I can put where I want all of these things to go. Okay. So in there, you have your planner, and this is where all your stuff is going to be at. Then you have where you can plan this stuff one post at a time. I don't recommend that. Okay. I mean, you can, which is cool, but I really don't recommend that because that can take a long time. But if you wanted, like, if I wanted to post to just, create a space, this, that, this, and right here is letting me know that I need to revalidate. So they have these things called tokens. And if something needs to be reconnected, it'll tell you, hey, this is good for in 59 days, you're going to need to reconnect it. Okay. So if you are managing other people accounts, those are what we call tokens. And basically you come inside the tokens and you just reconnect accordingly. That's it. That's all. Like I need to be signed in to reconnect my TikTok. But if a token is expired and it's like error or you can't post on here or whatever, just go in, just click the button just like I did, and bam, it will reconnect it'll reconnect what it needs to do. Okay. So here, this is where you can press new post and you can select where you want to post. So wherever you want to post, if I want to post here, let's say on my LinkedIn, then I want the CRM community 5K challenge creative pros. It's gonna show me 5K challenge. I guess that's word. Okay. Let's say I want to post an announcement in the group. Here I'm gonna, just type my content, and then I can put on Facebook. Do I want this? Is this gonna be a reel? Is this gonna be a story, or is it gonna go into my feed? The same way on Instagram. Is it gonna be a reel? Is it gonna be a story, or it's going to my feed? In the community, I can put, whatever the title is. I can notify all my group members, and then I also have to select a user who is let's say Cora posting this. I'm just using you as an example, Cora. So if I want to put Cora, she posted something in the challenge, she can do that, or you can put your name, whatever. From there, you will press post. If you press post, you can do post now. You can schedule the post. If you're managing it or you have your VAs or somebody in here, they can send the post for your approval, and you'll get a notification and saying, hey, this post need approval. and it'll do that. And you can also have this thing as well that is called a reoccurring post. So if you want this particular post to repeat every 3 days, okay, every 3 days, and you can put the dates, and then you can put the time and schedule posts. So every 3 days between those dates and that time, that is going to post. So for some of you who have reoccurring things, what's the name, Monday, whatever, Tuesday, you can set what you call reoccurring posts. Okay, you're able to do that as well inside of the social planner. The way that I like to the way that I particularly like to plan is that I like to use what we call bulk planning. This is where you're going to schedule your content out. I know when I said we're gonna schedule content out for the next 20 days, I was like, how, Sway, how, when, and how are we gonna do that? Okay. So when you go into the social media planner and you go on new posts, I want y'all to see right here where it says upload from CSV. Right here, it's going to give you an example of how the files should be set up. You're going to press download, okay? Let me put cohort stuff example so I don't lose the folder, okay? And I want you to download that sample CSV. Then you're going to go into a new window and you're going to open Google, okay? I mean, not Google, sorry. If you're on Chrome, put sheets.new and a Google sheet is going to come up. You're going to go file, then you're going to say open. Once you go to open, you're going to click on the upload tab. You're going to get your CSV that we just downloaded, that sample one, and you're going to import it. Okay. Me personally, I like to set my stuff up so I can read it. So I always wrap my stuff. Okay. And you can actually select the whole thing, go to tools so you can easily see and say wrap, and it's gonna wrap everything. From there, I just these cells is what they call. Okay, I'm gonna show you what each of them are. Okay.
Okay, I missed that part. You say go to format wrapping or tools and wrapping?
I think it's format and wrap.
Okay.
Okay. So then once it wrapped, you can see it a little better. Okay. Lady Hell wear glasses and halfway can see, so she got to make sure it look organized for. Okay. So in column A, this is the time. When it says post at a specific time, this is the time in your days that you're gonna use that same format. Otherwise, you're gonna have to go in and do the format. Okay. So the content, that is the words. Your link is going to be if you have it going to somewhere or something like that. So if you ain't got it going to somewhere or whatever, you don't need to put that. Okay. So this one has an image and a link. Your image URL, I'm going to show y'all how that works. On the image URL, I always say put it in a folder on your CRM. So the only thing you have to do is just paste the image to the URL so to have the image. So if you have an image, it's the image. If you have a GIF, then you can put the link to the GIF. If it is a video, you put the link right here to the video. Okay. So let's say you have a video, but you don't got no link, then you don't need no link inside of there. Okay. And obviously you're not gonna post a video and an image at the same time. This is just giving you an example of how, of how you format it. Okay. This is where the real game come in at. Okay. I'm going to go through real quick. I'm going to open up 2 windows. The first window I'm going to open up, and when y'all see this, you're going to say, oh my God, I can't believe this. All right. The first one is called Recraft AI. The next one I'm going to open up is going to be chat.openai.com. Okay. In y'all emails, I'll put it right here with you. I share with y'all this social media post creator. Okay. I use this application called Typeset and that's when you get into ebook writing and all that, which I don't have time to cover tonight. But let me share this in the bar so you guys can have it as well. And in it's also in your email, okay? Now, you can use Chat GPT for both. It honestly don't matter. But I use Recraft AI because in my opinion, is a little faster to make. But if you want to do something like cool or whatever, just hit up Chat GPT. Whatever image creation you want to do. All right. So what I'm gonna tell this thing, and I'm gonna say, hey, can you create me? I'll do five social media posts about marketing with AI and the benefits with a call to action to learn how to do it in 10 days. Okay? That's all I'm gonna tell it in this social media post, okay? And with a call to action to learn how to do it in 10 days now. All right. So it says, awesome, I got you, right? Okay, it say before I write them, just a couple of quick questions to make sure these slap. So it talks to me like I talk to it, basically. Now, let's say, Crystal, I don't want this thing talking to me like that. That's cool. It don't gotta talk to you like that. Because guess what you can tell this thing? You can tell it the tone that you want it to have. I want to open a new chat bot because I also share with you guys a tone, okay? A tone GPT. And I'll share it in the screen. I'll share it in here. If y'all didn't see it in your email, I'm going to share this in the chat as well, okay? This is what we call a tone generator, okay? So inside of here, there's a tone generator, and it can take any type of tone, any type of style from whatever you paste in there. It's gonna give you that particular thing. Okay, I'm just gonna go into my Gmail and I'm gonna find something. Okay, Jason Wardrobe. No, it ain't long enough. Okay, I'm gonna find somebody. Let me find somebody. Yeah, I get a lot of okay, bam. Oh, somebody that I like. Uh, let's see. Okay, bam. Okay, I like her style, right? Only thing I'm gonna do. Her name is Woods, and she's a child care millionaire or whatever. And y'all know I'm not into child care or nothing like that, but I like to be in people's funnels. Anyway, so I got what she was saying, and I'm not copying her. I'm getting the tone that she's using, right? And it's going to tell me the type of tone that she is using. And so I can tell it I want it to write in this particular tone. Okay. Now I copy this. I always say on a Google what is it? Docs.new, you know? So you can keep this, you can say tones, right? And then you can have some different tones that and you can keep a running Google Docs of different tones that you like, right? Tones. I'm gonna say winning tones. And I'm just using this, and this is honestly how I would keep up with it, right? So from there, I'm gonna copy the tone and I'm gonna go back into my GPT and I'm gonna say, let's adjust something. Can you write in this tone? Okay. And it's going to tell me, say, perfect. I love that tone. And look how it changed up how it talked to me. It says, perfect. I love that tone. It's warm, motivating, community driven. Just one thing to make sure these hit home. Who exactly are you trying to reach with these AI marketing posts? And now it's beginning to have a brainstorming session with me. Okay. And it's like you want to do new creators, business owners who want to grow fast, freelancers trying to take time. And I'm going to say, I want to target new creators just starting out. So I'm going to say, new creators just starting out and business owners who are struggling to grow their business and want to learn the AI tools fast. And you can put your demographic, who you want to talk to, etc. He said he was like brilliant. That's crystal clear. Okay. So now it doesn't you don't need to be techie, yada 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 yada. Okay. So on the first thing it tells me, here's the caption. You are meant to struggle every day. What if one of these simple things could change everything? Learn how to use AI, write your content faster, create better marketing, attract the right people, finally scale with ease. You don't need to be techie, you just need to start. Give me 10 days and I'll show you blah blah blah. Tap the link to get started. Now now it gives us an image idea. So I'm going to say copy the image idea, right? I'm going to go in here to recraft because it's one of my faves. And I'm going to enter exactly what it say. And I'm going to tell it to craft that for me, okay? So it's as I'm putting this inside of the recraft is taking the image idea. Okay, I want them to be African American. Okay, so because I'm targeting African Americans, but it also give me some other ideas like so. But that looks like they don't look like me, right? Or they don't look like my particular targeted audience. So I'm gonna say, a Hispanic. I'm gonna say, okay, make sure that the people are, and you can put any culture of people. Okay, I'm just African American, obviously. So African Americans who have curly hair. Okay, and then I'm gonna tell it recraft, right? And it's gonna start. Oh man, I'm gonna have to put some more credit on my account. It's gonna tell me recraft, right? So now, boom, perfect. Because again, another business idea, ladies and gentlemen. There are people who are looking for melanated people type stuff, right? So I like this. This is cool. I'm just gonna say export, and I'm gonna export it out. I'm gonna export it as a PNG. Okay. As I'm exporting this as a PNG, I'm gonna have the creative space open, and I'm gonna go to my photos. Okay. My media storage. And then I'm just gonna put a new folder in here, and I'm going to label this folder. I'm going to label this folder, 5-day sample. Okay, so I know what it is. And I'm gonna put it in here. Under the 5-day sample, I'm just gonna take my image that I just did and everything. Cohort examples. Okay. It's gonna create that before and after picture. Once it has created that before and after picture, I'm going to come over here where these 3 dots are, and I'm going to say, get the link. Once I have pressed get the link, what I'm going to do for my particular image that I want, I'm going to just delete this stuff out of here because I don't need all of this. Okay. And then I'll do one more just for example, and y'all see how you can just go on and do what you do. All right. So for the image URL, I'm going to do this. I'm going to put this right here. For the content, I'm going to go back over here to the little content creator thing, and it's going to say, you weren't meant to struggle, yada, yada, yada. I'm going to say copy. Once I have pressed copy, I'm going to put my content inside of, oh, Lord, I did it wrong. Sorry. When you put your content inside of there, you're going to select the cell, and then right up here, put your thing right there, and then you can paste it, right? And so now that you paste it, you got your stuff right there. All right. So it's right there, ready to go. On my second day one, I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm only going to do 2 days. There we go. I'm only going to do 2 days because I don't want to make us stay here forever. Okay. I'm gonna get the caption, okay, just like I told y'all, and also guess what it gave us, right? Because this is what this particular GPT is trained on to do. So we get the post, okay. I'm gonna come to my here in my second post. I'm gonna click on that cell, and I'm gonna paste that just like so, okay. Then I'm gonna do another image. I'm just gonna go back to Chat GPT, right? And then it gave me an image, okay? with the text overlay is. I'm going to say copy. I'm going to go into my recraft. Okay. And I'm going to do a new image. Okay. Then I'm going to say, I'm going to copy and paste this. Then I'm going to say, hey, create me. I want to see 3 different images at a time. And then if I want, I'm just going to let it do what it do. But I'm going to show you how you can also go through and you can recreate it until you want. And again, if it's something that, you know, that's like, no, that don't represent my brand, that don't represent me, yada, 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 just go in and adjust the time. So it gave me something like this. You're not behind, you right on time. And let's say them not my brand colors. It kind of is my brand colors, but you can go in here, you can give it a particular brand color. And let's say you just want to adjust it a little bit. You can play with the dials, and it can it can adjust it for you. As you see, I gave it my brand colors. I gave it some little different stuff, like just like so, right? And so let's say I like this, but I want a woman running. I was to say I want a woman, African American woman, a African American woman with braids running. Okay. And I'm gonna tell it recraft it, right? Because I'm like, I kind of like that, but I still want it to be reflective of the African American culture. Okay. Because the reason that I'm doing this, and as I get everything together, right? This is cute. I like this. I'm gonna share this, but what's gonna happen, y'all, is that not only can I do what I do, but I'll be able to package this 2 different ways, because there are other marketing agencies who would love to have 10 days of content and who would buy this from me and redo it as they own. You get what I'm saying? And so I'm able to package it. So I'm gonna save all of this, put in a pack, and then I can actually resell this as a digital product. Okay. I hope y'all caught the gem. So once I have this image here, I'm just gonna export it as a PNG. Okay. As I export this as a PNG, I'm just gonna come over here and upload it into the folder. Okay. Once I have uploaded it into the folder, I'm gonna get the link. Okay. Once I get the link, I'm gonna put that link right there. Oh, did I mess up? Oh no, I did. Okay, I'm gonna put the link in there just like so. Okay. Now that I have the link in there, and let's say I done did it for 5 days, now I'm ready to schedule everything out. I just need to put the days that I want this to post. So in here, it gives us days. So this needs to be 2025. And this is the 4. So I'm going to say 0. I'm going to mess it up. 042. I'm going to say 2. And it's in military time. So 02. Okay. So 402. And then I think I need to space that out. Oh, no. Did I space? Oh, no. I need to have a space in there. Yeah, I need to have a space. Okay. And then let's say I want this to post at 1:23. Okay. And I want that to post at 1:23 on that time. And then I'm gonna just delete this out of oh well, it gives me days and stuff, but let's say I want to oops, I'm trying to click off. Okay. And just remember, you can always click on this and put it in the corner. And if you want the date to go to the next day, so there we go. You got the 2nd. So it's the 2nd. I pull it down. The 3rd, the 4th. You know, you can change whatever day you want to if you want it going, you know, in by the different days. Okay. So that's the cool thing about Microsoft. So I mean not Microsoft, sorry, Sheets. Now we have our 2 contents that I want to post and the 2 images that I wanted to post. Okay. From there, we're just going to say download, and we're going to download it as a CSV. Once we download it, as you can label it whatever you want to label it, we're going to come back in the creative space CRM, and we're going to go back to our marketing, and then we're going to say new post. On these new posts, we're going to upload the CSV. I'm going to grab that CSV. You can open it, or like myself, I'm just pulling it over here in here, and I'm going to say next. Then it's gonna tell me, girl, which social medias you want this going on? Well, girl, I want this going on this. I want this going on here. I want this going on my Instagram. I want this going on my CA social, on my LinkedIn. I want it and I also want it going on CRM, the CRM community, CRM community, CRM community. And then I want this going in the 5K challenge. Okay. So I want that going into the announcement there. And then once I have once I've selected everywhere that I want to go, it's gonna say create. Okay. So now right now the import is pending. Once the import has been imported, you're gonna see this thing is gonna say review it and schedule it. So this is where you have to go in and tell it, what type of event it is, whatever. That's why we got some errors. Okay. So you're gonna click right here, and then it's gonna say, we got some errors because I need to write titles and stuff like that. Okay. So it's gonna ask you, hey, what do you want this to be? You want this to be it's obviously because I have text written there, I can't post it as a story in reel because you can't put oh well, it's not a video, so it's obviously not a reel. But on a story, you can't you don't have text on there for right now. They only let you have images. So in the title, as y'all see, it's already giving me a preview of what this is going to look like on each and every one of the platforms, right? It's going to show me, it shows me how it's going to look on my Facebook, what's this, Instagram. It's going to, it's going to show me how everything look everywhere. So I'm going to say, is the struggle real? Okay. And then I'm going to notify my group members. I'm going to post it as a PDF, and I have to put a title, and I'm just going to say, is the struggle real? Okay. Right here as well, gives you the option to do a follow-up comment. If I don't know what I want to say, I can tell the thing, add a follow-up comment with it. But I'm just gonna say, is your struggle real? Like, is your struggle real? Okay. And then I'm gonna say save. Okay. And it's still telling me I have an error because something needs a mandatory field, and I just need to see what field am I missing because I'm not for sure. Oh, here. I didn't tell it what user. So I'm gonna say Crystal. It's me, Crystal Hale. Okay. And then I'm gonna say save. Now I don't have any errors and is actually ready to go. Okay. It say my post status is in draft right now, and then I could just tell it when I wanted to post. So I'm gonna say schedule for a later date and time because I had to go in and fix the stuff. But I'm gonna say, okay, I want it post tomorrow at 3, not 3, I said 1:23 p.m. and I'm gonna schedule the post. Okay. So now that's scheduled for tomorrow. Then right here, I just gotta fix what I need to fix. Are you falling behind? I'm just gonna say don't fall behind, y'all. I'm just say don't fall behind, y'all. And I'm gonna say notify all the group members. And then post, I'm gonna say don't fall behind. And then because I'm posting in one of my groups there, I'm gonna put my name, Crystal. Okay, Crystal Hale. And then follow-up comment. All right. Don't fall behind. Join us for the 10-day journey. Okay. And then from there, only thing I'm going to press is post. I'm scheduled to post. So I'm going to schedule this for the next day at the same time. Okay. Or 1:09 p.m. And I'm going to say schedule post. And now that I have everything, the time, the dates, whatever, I just press import the post, and it's going to import it to my social calendar, and it's letting know it's ready to post, it's ready to go. So if I was to go on the calendar and I look at this from a calendar perspective, because as y'all see, I got stuff going on all the time, but as you see this letting me know, like, I just have one thing going here, because if you have reviews and stuff, it'll schedule your reviews and all that. But as you see on the second, I don't want this post, I don't want posting on both days. Maybe I didn't change the date. Oops. Okay, but I can move it, right? So I can move it to where I want to. So you also have like a calendar view where you can go through and you can begin to, like, just move stuff around, etc. on your calendar, and then bam, it's ready to go. Okay. So I know that was a lot, but the last part, okay? And if y'all ready for the last part, how many of y'all know you like, girl, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not. Nope. I might try it the first time. I might do it the first time, but you say,
Oh,
girl,
I already asked you how much is your service to do that. Yeah, I already inboxed you.
yeah. Some of y'all like, no, ma'am. I'm not about to do it. Okay. Now there's two ways. Of course, Lady Hell and her team can do things like that for you. Okay. Or you can hire a VA. Okay. I'm not here to upsell you. I want you to be great. Okay. I'm going to, if you want me to share my plug, and I'm only going to do this. If you want me to share my plug, put a one in the comment section.
One.
I don't see nobody saying nothing. I heard. I don't see nobody posting it. One. All right. Okay. I'm gonna post this. I'm gonna tell you my plug. Okay. What I have learned to help me scale my business is to literally hire VAs. And some of you like, Lady Hell, how do I find a VA? Okay. Normally I would tell you Upwork. I would tell you go to Upwork because Upwork is great. It's trusted, etc. But it's gonna cost you more money. I'm gonna show you how many of you would like to see the video of me interviewing my VA? Put a one in the chat. One. All right. I'm gonna show it to y'all. I'm gonna show you my. Let me go to the screen. Oh, I am on the screen. I'm still on the. No, I'm not on the screen. All right. I'm gonna go to Phantom. Okay. And sign in with Google. Okay. And I'll show you one. This one. Okay. Let's go into full screen. Okay. I'm gonna. I might skip around so you don't have. I'm not gonna make y'all sit here for 18 minutes. But basically, what ended up happening is that I put before I go there, so I can show you. So y'all won't think I'm making this up regular. Okay. So what I did was I went to onlinejobs.ph. Okay. This is basically uh, it's a online hiring platform to hire people in the Philippines. In the Philippines is where your money is going to go the furthest. And you can hire anybody or any type of thing. Okay. You literally post a job. Okay. Once you post a job, I post a job. And on the job funnel, I put a real basic description. Okay. I told them I was going to pay $160 a month. And you get 5 hours per week. That's $8 an hour. Okay. $160 a month is $8 an hour. And I said, I am looking for someone who can design landing pages and connect the automation to a quiz inside of Go High Level. Help me, please. Right? Well, not help me, please. I told them the skills that I required. Okay. And they told about my name. Woo, woo, woo. I posted the job. Once I posted the job, you're going to see here. Let me go to my job post. I got a total of 100, and this within minutes. I got a total of 114 hits where people were looking at it. Okay. It has the this thing. If y'all know anything about this, those are personality traits. Because I know what type of personality traits I work with. I work well with, and I know what type of personality traits that I don't work well with. Okay. You can go up and look up that. Okay. So I end up of the 114 people who seen the job or whatever, I had to turn this off because I would have had more. I had 21 applicants that applied. And so when I went through the applicants, some of them they were showing me their expertise and all of that. And of those, I had to go through, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm a funnel design expert. And friend was like, I love to help design a high converting page, blah blah blah. But she wasn't what I was interested in. What I liked was the people who actually sent before I even talked to them or whatever the case may be. They sent me examples of their work. Okay, and when they send me examples of their work, I was able to go through. Friend was like, "Hey, I'm LA, I'm live, whatever her name is," and she tells me everything that she's about. this and that and the third. Because I'm looking for go high level. She's using high level. She's a user of the platform. So sis probably know what she's doing, right? And she get to showing me all the little stuff that she give me to show her Facebook, her Instagram, whatever. I'm able to go and kind of look through those different things. Not only that, it gives me her email address, etc. She also has an ID proof. Okay, so Lovely have an ID proof of 70. You want people with 70 and up because that's gonna be real good. Now they know up front I'm only paying $8 an hour. She's looking for like a $10 job or whatever, 8 hours a day, yada yada yada. She has a bachelor's degree. It shows me how active she is on this particular phone. Right here, she has her website, how old she is, where she's from, her IQ score, y'all, and everything is verified, everything is verifiable. She has a verifiable ID. She has upper intermediate English. So anybody who knows about English language learner, you want them up there so you can actually understand, what they saying, and there's no confusion. Okay, so on her dominance, she got 36, influence 28, steadiness 23, and compliance 13. So her compliance is kind of a little lower, but I'm not tripping off that, especially for what I need her to do anyway, right? Also, if I want to do a background check on her, because if I'm messing with people's stuff, I can also do a background check, and the company does that. Have me, it lets us do that. But that is so amazing because you're able to go through, see the quality of people, right? Someone say, "Oh, Chris, why didn't you give her a chance?" Because that's not what I was looking for. Okay. One of my new ones that I just brought on, she was absolutely amazing. When she first applied to me, she was like, "Hey, Crystal, do you still need a funnel builder? If yes, here's my portfolio." Okay. And I was like, "Oh, it's in Canva. That's free. Why is she not using, whatever?" But that don't matter because I don't care how you design. I need you to get the design right, and I need it done for my clients, and it needs to be amazing. That's what it needs to be. So here go Miss Ira, and she is awesome. When I tell y'all, she is awesome. She's awesome. She tells what she does, what she can do, yada yada. She let me know all the stuff she can do. Right? It has a thing, and not only that, guess what, y'all? What I tell y'all to do, have a wall of proof. So she understands that. She understands exactly what you need. This was like ding, ding, ding in my eyes because a lot of folks didn't have no proof. You get what I'm saying? But she got the proof that, everything is doing what it needs to do. And look at that. She worked with black people. And the fact that this woman worked with black people, and you might say, Crystal, you're pro-black. I'm pro everybody, but I'm just saying it's just a difference when people work with us. I love that. And she have her work history, her education. She has a Bachelor of Science in Electronics and Communication Engineering, and she is so. I want to see y'all. The little lady's so sweet. She really is sweet. And she know how to be a tech executive VA, a GHL VA. She know how to launch campaigns, handling everything from end to end, and she does it, honey. She creates sales pages, ads, workflow for seamless execution. She manages back end operation, ensuring smooth campaign, this and that, right? I'm like, dang. So I definitely wanted to hook up with her because not only she uses things that some of my clients who are transferring over, she uses those things. I'm telling you my process. Ain't no shame in my game, right? I'm telling you my process. She know how to use Photoshop, Notion, and she was literally showing me all this stuff, and she was using it. She knows how to use Slack, WordPress, LinkedIn, all that good stuff. She knows how to do it, and she really does. Okay. And I like it how she knows how to put funnels together, like especially when it comes to challenges. And she was like, Miss Hill, whatever you need me to do, if you need me to build this, I'll build it for you. And she literally does. She's awesome. I don't know how much more to say. She's awesome. And everything. But this was impressive to me. Okay. So it was her and it was Sammy. And I'll show you how I interviewed them, and then I'll let you know how this worked as well. Okay. So basically, if you want somebody to get on the job now, you pay these people $69 a month. Okay. You pay the online PH people $69. Okay. And when you're done hiring, you can cancel and whatever. But if you want to keep them, you can. It's $69 a month. Very, very, very worth it, etc. $69 a month. That ain't gonna hurt nobody. Or whatever, because you get great candidates. If you have a premium account, you get premium. You got to pay premium to get premium. But again, that's like you not having to go out and pay all this money to a HR firm or anything like that is $69, okay? Because the other ones, y'all, they like $1,000 up front before they even let you get to the folks. $69 and they let you post your job and only qualified people and all that stuff are going to get you. That's all it takes. Hey, and I think they let you do it for free, but if they do, they're not gonna post your job till like 2 days later. And if you want the best of the best and you want to hire people who are willing to take exactly what you're giving, then I would say just pay the little $69 and then they're gonna come through. Okay. So I was able to pin who I like, who I didn't like, or whatever. I was able to pin them, and then we started having a conversation. And then I said, okay, hey, can you be on this call at 5:30? I'm gonna send you my Zoom link, yada yada. They was like, cool, I'll be on there. So here is me interviewing one of my VAs. Okay. So, Lord Jesus, where'd I go to? Okay, there we go. Y'all stay with me. Lady Hell, I got you. And I was like, all right, you got me, I got you. And what I like to do with my VAs is that when I do hire them, I do pay them a $10 onboarding, like a $10 bonus, okay? And that's me showing literally good face saying thank you so much for signing up with us, etc. Because when I tell you the Filipino people, they work very, very hard for them coins, and that they really do, okay? And our money just go further in the Philippines. It's gonna go further. But maybe you don't need automation to marketing and content or whatever. You might not need that. But if you do, you can literally go on there, post a job, say I'm paying $5 an hour for up to five hours a week. Everybody got $20. You got $20 that you can invest inside of your business. Make it worth their while. Just tell them it's a part-time thing, and you're gonna get so many people who you probably think wouldn't even apply. They're going to apply. Okay, that's the benefit of having the premium account, because obviously if you're a premium in type of employer, they know that you're serious about your business, so you're not gonna get BS. Okay, because everybody done been burned before. I've used Upwork, I used some other platforms as well, and it's like the quality of work was crap, and I was like, oh my god, I could have did this myself. And so I have found that working with the Filipinos, with the Philippines people and everything, because I would always hear people talking about it, no joke. I would hear they was like hire VA or go through their firm, go to that firm, blah 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 blah, right? Some of your expertise, ladies and gentlemen, might be hiring. Okay. Well, why don't you have your own staffing firm? Why don't you have your own Filipino firm using these people, and you can hire people who don't have the time to sit there and interview people? You can hire them for them and then send them to their job and hire them at a premium, where you might be paying them, $7 or $8, but you charging them folks $13. So your folks doing the work, you sending them, they get half. Well, they don't have to know that, but because that's how, if y'all don't know anything about hiring agencies, that's how agencies work, right? So if they're gonna pay them $8, well, they probably gonna charge them $15 or $16 per hour, because they're gonna get paid on top of that, along with whatever fee that they charge, for whatever it is that they're doing. So some of y'all, that is something that you actually can do, because guess what? You have that some of you have that HR experience. And why don't you use that HR experience for entrepreneurs who need to hire and might not have time to sit there and hire somebody and go through resumes and kind of know what to look for, what not to look for, etc., because that might not be some of your skill sets, but you'll learn. But however, that's my plug. And as promised, I did wanted to as promised, I did wanted to share that with you. Okay. So tonight's assignment, then we're gonna go into our questions, because I know y'all have some. But today assignment is to get your social medias connected inside of your CRM or whatever. If you're not using the CRM, whatever you're using, get your social media connected. Go ahead and create 20 days of content. Create 20 days of content. I gave y'all that I gave y'all the GPT, and I'll make sure that GPT is in your thing. You have Recraft. Maybe you don't have Recraft. Guess what? Use ChatGPT. Their image creation is just a little slower, but use ChatGPT. Well, whatever Midjourney, whatever you're gonna use some type of image creation. Okay, use that. Set your stuff up. for the next 20 days, okay? Whether it's pictures or even if it's videos. And the same thing on the link when it comes to the videos where it says link, just put the link there and it'll upload the actual videos for you. So write your target, tell ChatGPT your target, then based on whatever option that you are going to be offering to your customers or whatever, I want you to have 20 days of content ready by next week. Okay. It needs to be ready by next week. Do not publish it yet. Okay. Do not publish it because you don't have everything that you need right now to publish it. You're going to use it, but we're not going to publish it now. I just want you to get it ready on the I just want you to get it ready on the on that thing, okay? You're going to use it, and I'm telling you to do it now. Do 20 days of content. I want to see 20 days of content done by next week, okay? Next week, we're going to make, okay, next week, we're going to make a landing page for your particular product, okay? We're going to make a landing page next week for your product. We're going to make a landing page. But please do not post this because you don't have a link to share for whatever you're offering yet. Maybe some of you do, but do not share it. Let's create the content first. What are we doing first, ladies and gentlemen? Please put it in the comment section. What are we doing first? Okay. How long do it take? Somebody asked, how long does it take them to complete a task? A day? Like Amber was on here earlier. I think less than a day. It don't take them long at all. Just depend on what you need them to do. All right, create the content. We're going to create 20 days of content. 20 days of content. Okay. The reason why I'm telling you to create 20 days of content, I want you to know exactly what to do and why you want to probably pay somebody to do it for you. Because when you are paying someone to do something for you, the way you are effective at this, I gave you the plug. Now let me give you the other part. Okay. Because I only gave you half a part. And I ain't going to even do y'all like that. Is that with some of with like the lower rate that you play, the lower amount of people you're gonna get. Okay, I'm just being honest with you. But if they're not experienced, then you're gonna have to train them. And the way you train them, because you can train them to do whatever you want to, is that you're gonna need Loom and show them your process. Once you show them your process, they have an example, a Loom example. You show them the process and you delegate it off. You record it once, delegate it off, and they'll be able to review your process, how you do it, etc. And they're gonna do it 10 times probably better than you would ever think of doing. You hear me? But just record your process. And you're like, what if they take my process to some other company? Good to ain't nobody worried about that. Them people don't know the same folks you know, and maybe they do, I don't know. But don't worry about that. Okay. What I want you to worry about, because y'all for real, y'all, and I get it, it's intellectual property. Create a contract or something saying, hey, my intellectual property is my intellectual property. If y'all so worried about somebody stealing y'all stuff, okay? Who cares? The objective, and they're not even like that because them people work with integrity, okay? They really do. They work with in integrity. But a lot of times y'all worry about somebody stealing your intellectual property. You ain't making no money for them, nothing for them to steal. Let's be for real, okay? I want you to go. Create 20 things of content. And next week we're gonna make a landing page. Okay, we're gonna make a landing page. After we make a landing page, then we are going to install the pixel. That is very important, and I need y'all there because we're not posting. We're not posting yet. Okay. But anyway, I'm kind of giving you a preview of what's ahead, and I also as well have a video. This replay will be put inside of the thing. Okay. So good job to me. Okay. Last 10 minutes, we're gonna have it open for questions. Okay. All righty. The floor is now open. The floor is yours. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask.
Hi, Lady Hell. This is Tayan. How are you?
I am doing wonderful. How are you, Miss Tayon?
I am good. So I've been going through my onboarding, and some of those things, like as I'm going through, I have questions about like how to do it or whatever. Should I just skip over that until my onboarding call, or should I show up for one of the open hours, the office hours?
You can show up for the office hours, but honestly, they can take care of that on your onboarding call.
Okay.
Um, okay. Ventrisa said, "Do you prefer Play AI over 11 Labs? I did not see the cost for Play AI. Do you know what the price is for the player?" Yes, I think it's like $30. And yes, listen, I have created so much stuff with Play AI, even like sometimes ideas will pop in my head and I'll be in the bed and I'm like, I don't feel like going upstairs recording, and I'll just type or I have, chat to make me a script or something. It also has different voices um that you can do. But let me share a screen with you and share screen, play that 8HI. Okay, play.ht. Okay. So play.ht, let me see what the pricing is. Okay. And also too, if you have like if you're a school teacher or anything like that, you get 30% off. Okay. So they have monthly and annual billing. So the free plan, you get 100 characters, one instant voice clone, and access to all voices in the languages stuff. Okay. For the monthly one, the first month is $19, and the next month is like $39, and you get 250,000 characters a month. The unlimited plan, this is the plan that I'm on, where everything is unlimited. I get unlimited voice clones, and I get three high fidelity clone. Again, I get 30% off because I am a board certified teacher, and I think it costs me $79 a month. And then if you're not, obviously it's going to be $99 $99 a month. And then they also have enterprise enterprise pricing. So it's custom cloning, team access, single sign on, commercial rights and resale rights. And that's probably a little bit more expensive. I probably would think that. But if you doing some big things with that and you're making some big money with it, why not? Right? It makes sense. I have the unlimited one because a lot of my clients, I'm cloning their voice. We're using like Hey Jen and different things like that. I can show you an example of okay, yeah, it's sharing the sound. I have to make sure it's sharing the sound. All right, so like for instance, Hey Jen.com. uh Oh Lord, I didn't even get into HG.com. That's a whole different thing. But those of you, if you've been to one of my AI cloning twin or whatever, you know what that is. All right. So let me go to my projects, and I can just like her. This is Kiki. Kiki is my virtual. She's an AI person. Okay, I made her up. She's beautiful. She's an AI person, and I put a voice that's one of the voices that's inside of Play HT because it sounds black. And
here is where you let us know what you want your automation to do. For example, you can say something like this. Once they have completed their download, I want an email to go out. From there, I would like for them to this or that.
Okay, so I use PlayHT for a lot of different stuff, and that's why I have the this call. I'll send you an email and I'll reset your password for you and get that to you. Okay, once we get off of here. Okay, and you'll be able to log in. All right. Anybody else got any questions?
Is the app dot creative space academy the same as the hub dot creative space academy?
It's not the same. The hub is our portal, and the app, where the app is the actual CRM.
Oh, okay.
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 I can't remember mine either, so can I get in there as well? Yeah, and I think you was on a welcome. I think did you cancel your welcome call with me? NSF. Oh man, I can't think of her name. But yeah, I can get your email. I can get your email to get in there as well. So Natanya Farmer, I think that's her name. Natanya, is that Natanya Farmer? Okay. All right, cool. Miss Carolyn. She's a reset. Okay. And reset. Wonderful. Okay. I'll be Miss Carolyn and Natanya. I'll make sure after we get off of here, I'm gonna go and reset your passwords, and I'll make sure we get those say this. that we get that done. That we get that done for you. Okay. All right, no problem. I got you, Miss Andrea. All right, cool. All right. So is there any more questions or anything like that? Any more questions? Anybody got any more questions? Speak now or forever hold your peace, honey, because I'm sure gonna be up out of here in just a little bit. And I hope everything was very helpful for you guys. Again, go over there, go get y'all some VAs over there and help you with this stuff, right? Because I know some of you